How's it going, everybody? It's Frisby Moonsong here. Yeah! And as you can see, today we have a deck profile that we promised you guys. We saw a vote on it on the channel, and everyone did vote for Dragonmaids. So we managed to cook up something amazing. We have Mr. Ben Linde over here, and we cooked up an insane meal that actually ended up coming second place at OTS Champs and has been dominating the local scene lately. So it's a really, really, really good deck profile. And yeah, it's none other than Dragonmaids themselves. So I know there's a couple of waifu fans out there who are wanting it. So we're going to have Ben get straight into the deck profile of what we worked together on. We stayed up to like what, 6 a.m.?
Yeah.
6 a.m. creating this deck and got 2 hours sleep. So let's see how it does. Go for it.
Okay, so the story is I made this throughout the week, and I played against Robert, who had played like a regular Dragon Ink version of the deck.
Yeah.
And then you got like 10 owed.
Yeah.
So you were like, wait, something here is cooking.
Look, I was thinking budget, okay? I was thinking budget.
And I was like, well, you'll see. This deck basically just plays all the power cards, and it plays 44 so that you don't see your bricks, because it likes to brick on like random stuff.
Yeah.
But so Dragonmaids are quite standard. Triple.
The good ones. Yeah, those are the good ones.
These are basically just one card seal.
Yeah.
Which is like crazy, especially in this format. Like seal just does so much.
Yeah.
We're playing the one kitchen, which people actually aren't playing in a lot of lists. And it's because when you go with 44, we want to still see more names. And also this year works quite well with like random additions and like random like other card combos and hands.
Yeah.
It just makes it fleshed out more.
Yeah.
And then the one nurse.
The one nurse, because you got to play nurse. Yeah.
And of course the mandatory one of each, because this year is summon.
Yeah,
of this
Lopa is insane. Lopa is actually the good one. We're thinking of actually we're contemplating Nurse. We're still thinking about Ernest.
Yeah, she's
like
okay.
Nurse stays, Ernest we're thinking about things.
Yeah, like she comes up sometimes, but not all the time. But you can send her off this something of hospitality. Like it really gets you so far ahead. Yeah, but it also seems kind of win more. So yeah. I don't know. She's pink.
She's pink, yeah.
Next, we played Bestials because Bestials are cracked.
So yeah.
One Rebellion because we're poor. Triple Mag. And one of each other name.
I think that's good.
A bit weird, but it has like amazing synergy with one of the other engines you'll see in a bit. So otherwise, it's quite standard. Yeah, and the mag is insane because it just searches you like anything from your deck. So it's really, really good. Yeah, it's basically one card like any of these. Yeah. A bit slow, but it's fine. We play over many turns in this deck. Yeah. So basically, the deck is quite slow, and you'll see why with some of the hand traps you're playing. It's slow, but the advantage it gets. Yeah. So now you're seeing some weird shit. Yeah. It's called Dogmaticus. Yes. Nadir's Servant is a broken card, and we're always going to make at least Striker or like the seals before we even commit anything further. Yeah. So just being able to have like these as like additional plays is just amazing. And if you get stopped somehow before you even make Striker, it's fine, because you can send Titaniclad and summon her in the end phase. So it's just like another big punch that this deck like is able to make, and this will have other links. And we'll see in the extra deck what it comes to, like when we go into the new stuff. So this links to the next engine, which is branded. Yes. Ooh, the one Albaz. The one Albaz, yeah. And triple branded fusion. Because we don't really need more. We don't. No. Yeah. Yeah. So you can put it back. You can almost summon it even. Summon a Bestial, a Chaos Angel. There's crazy things you can do. Yeah. And even off spheres, you can summon it and make it Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade or something, yeah. And then here's one of, it's like a one-off extender with any Dragonmaid. Yeah. If they get negated, you can make Striker, summon this, summon it back, make spheres. Yeah. Like basically, you want many cards to make spheres pass. Like at the worst. So I think I played Cold Buy instead of that. Yeah. For the tournament, yeah. And then for hand traps, triple Ash, triple Nibiru. So the Ash. That's all you need. Like, it just seems standard enough. Like it's good because your deck draws a lot. So you run something that's always going to be live against everything is a good draw, and the deck is very grindy, as I said. So the bureau is insane because it basically makes it so you don't lose to OTK decks. Yeah. Like Sword Soul branded. Like if they ever go for a line where they're trying to kill you because you will outgrind them. Yeah. Smashy Rock says no. Yeah, because you can also like play Smashy Rock. Because we have a lot of Bestials, so we can like protect our life points to a point where they have to like play over us so much. So basically we want to make just like a simple end board, but do it every single turn. And we have to have ways to ensure that. You'll see the side deck as well as like another version of Smashy Rock, which is slightly worse. Yeah. Then for the spells, we're playing 2 of this. Not 1, not 3. I think 2 is nice because you don't open it by itself. It kind of sucks. Yeah. And you don't want to like just have the 1 because the 2 does come up. Yeah. So yeah, it helps you with the grind a lot more. And there's some funky lines where you can send Chamber of Branded Fusion and then summon it back.
Yeah.
There's always like weird things you can do to like try to fit game states.
Speak of the devil.
And then here is like a fun power spell, Branded Fusion. Monke flip, but a spell.
One card full combo.
And then with the same kind of thing like Nadia's. So you do this after you commit to like some plays. Of course you can't make seals with this, but it's fine because you're making Branded Fusion, which is like just as strong.
And usually even you can end on like on Mirror Jade Shao.
Yeah.
Which is really good as well. Yeah.
So there's always a way to like make a board that looks strong.
Yeah.
And probably is strong. Sometimes it only looks strong, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
And then of course like one-offs for the engine. So this is for the Rebellion.
Yeah.
Because you can send Saranir or Branded Fusion, then send Rebellions and get this live. And this is just cracked if it gets rolling.
Yeah.
Changeover. We only play one because DD Crow is fake. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't believe in DD Crow. And if Cash gets this banished, it's fine. You'll have a fusion on field by the time this goes to get the banished zone. So it's okay. And the same kind of logic as the Red Eyes GMD is one monster reborn, just extend, get like a Seal's Pass, force it through, get stuff from grave.
It's so good actually. Like every time I drew it, I was happy with it.
Then we have good old triple tidying. I like to brick in this. It's like a good habit. But sometimes if you brick in this with Branded Fusion, it's crazy because Rebellion discard this is just insane.
And then you just revive the chamber that you sent, which is ridiculous.
So like this card is good if you're a skilled duelist, but if you're bad like me, it's terrible. I want to put this to 2. And then just something more solid, just 2 imperm to round off 44 cards because the logic with this deck is you don't want to open doubles.
Yeah.
So
if you're feeling spicy, put in your third. It's fine.
No, I mean like doubles of your engine.
I played 2 because I only have 2 ultis. Okay, so now we're on to the extra deck. Let's see what we have here.
Okay, so this we had like what? How much time to make this deck? not enough time.
One evening.
We finished at 6 in the morning, so it isn't perfect, but like it's probably fine. It was mostly fine.
It was perfect enough to come second. So.
Yeah. So we're playing 2 Shao because I fear Caster Unicorn. I think you can play 1. It's probably better to play 1, but also I'm scared of having this card die and not having another one.
Because I played 1 and I played the Dark Charmer instead, and I didn't have problems. So
yeah, but I don't know. Like
I think it's kind of
2
okay.
or 1. It depends on your playstyle as well. Because sometimes you just want to sack the Shao if it gets like run over Kaiju or something. You have a trap and grave. I don't know. It's weird. There's ways to remove it and you can't get it back. But
I mean, I guess you can get it back with Branded Regained if you banish it, which is also an option.
Yeah, that is true. The deck's cracked. 2 of this because I want to negate twice. This has to summon this to negate. So 2 because 3
houses are mandatory too. Yeah.
3 negates never happens, but 2 does happen sometimes. Yeah. Cool. Next, big dragons. We play the ones that summon Mirror Jade.
Yeah.
So this one here, like it doesn't happen that often. It's usually a send off Nadir.
Yeah.
But like you can summon it sometimes just go for double bodies. But this one here you go for usually, and you go with Saranir or Chamber.
Yeah.
And you make this, and then you make Jade and extend further with whatever you send, which is nice.
Yeah.
And then of course the Jade because this card is broken and also outs Chaos Angel.
Strong boss monster. Yeah.
And we play Titanic Clad because you can send this and then end phase summon Ecclesia, search Dogmatica. Or there's game sets we summon this instead, and then it gets like really big and can out like weird stuff like a Zeus, for example. Like they can have like an 8-mat Zeus that can go Gua, and then it dies. Yeah. So it's great.
It's really, really strong actually. And then you can tribute it off Rebellion as well.
Yeah, and of course with Nadirs and Maximus, the 2 generic targets.
The send targets, yeah.
There is almost an argument to play Super Poly, but I haven't found it convincing yet because you play so many power cards, your discards kind of suck. Yeah. Unless you're opening the trap, which of course opening tidying is like, okay, cool, I can discard it now, but also like I'd rather not open it in the first place. So, I don't know. It's a consideration. And then 2 Spears.
For the links, yeah.
Honestly, you could play 1, but the second one, when it comes up, it rarely comes up.
Yeah.
So we do play 2.
Yeah. 2 is like, it feels the best, honestly.
Yeah. But you could just stick to fusioning. But like, there are game states where 2 is cracked. Like against Labyrinth, for example, I had a match where I was just controlling skill drain with this at the second one, so I could control it twice in a row. Yeah. And of course, the 1 striker, because we like linking off and then summoning back. That's what the whole deck does.
Link 1 is strong,
all summons basically need this to make spears.
Yeah.
Chaos Angel!
This thing this thing comes out of nowhere.
No one expects this thing because they're like, why would this deck be playing Chaos Angel? But of course it is. So a Bestial plus Ecclesia no effect, or a Bestial plus an Elbaz that was negated, or a Bestial plus a Chamber even. Yeah. You can just slap this on the board and it just like wins in game states. It goes for game. It's like big. It's very annoying. Yeah. And no one expects it, so they can never play around it. Yeah. Like
really
even
strong.
if your end board is like a bestial plus an ecclesia that was burnt and like thing that was burnt, a fleur de lis, like it still holds pressure because of the chaos angel. Like
yeah, exactly.
It's just really impressive. And then lastly, I played a different rank 6. I played this one. He's here because he's bad. And then
we never made him. You made him once, I think.
No.
No.
But you did play this, and how did it go for you?
It actually worked really well. Like against the branded mirror match, you still branded Fusion. I managed to talent someone, which was nice. You steal their talents from grave. You know, you're able to get a lot of resources, and the attack boost is really nice as well.
Yeah.
So like you can go for like any rank 6 really. But it's also like this is kind of like a flex spot. You know, there's like I think there's at least a good two flex spots in the extra deck, maybe 3. But yeah, this is like one of the flex spots. I think that's really, really cool to test in.
Yeah. And then for the side deck, so following the logic of Nibiru, we don't want to lose to decks at OTK.
Yeah.
So we play funny little nun lady, who says I gain life points and don't die, so I can get to turn 3 and then I can...
And also win in time,
and win in time, like if you see it, which I didn't like see this card once throughout the entire day, but I think the theory is still correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's nice to put in against decks like branded as well, even if going second, because they're able to like chew through you then, and you can just like survive. You can use past turn if you really want to. It's like for the lock.
Really strong.
And then 2 Dark Ruler, only 2 because we're playing the Thrust, because 3, and then with that same logic, we're playing get the 2 traps out here.
The 2 even
so
these,
it's like 3 and 3, and then of course. Turbo power spells because this card here is broken and it can search stuff and then you win.
Thrust is just insane.
Keeping around the whole like central thing, we also play these viruses because these things contribute bestials.
Yeah, it's ridiculous actually. Like that stuff is ridiculous.
And there's even game states if you open tidying and like spheres but no bestials, you can summon the bestial of sphere, tidying and bounce it back, summon it, and then it's live.
Yeah.
It's like you can really force through bestials, or even like branded fusion, like your big fusions, you can just go like, oh no, you're dead.
Yeah.
And then last 2 cards, Averies, because you play mostly dragons, but in the worst case scenario, you're playing big spellcasters that are big and spellcasters, so it's great.
Yeah. So, and it hits a lot of matchups. Like I think things like Runic for Hire, it's really good against, you know, as we saw a couple of games. There's like a lot of decks that actually just lose to this. So it's really, really strong. And a lot of people like just have to force out this. So
yeah, because this benefits like Dragonmaid's most basic like plan, which is to summon Dragonmaid that are small, make them big in the battle phase, and make them small again because they're all dragons.
Yeah.
So like this is just like simplifies the game state to where your engine is just insane.
Yeah. I think obviously like from what we've seen, I think our hardest matchup is probably Kashtira. But I think that can kind of be fixed just by putting in Book of Moons or something. You know what I mean?
And also the 3 main deck nib.
Yeah, also the 3 main deck nib just kind of like slows that down.
Smashy rock smash.
Yeah, smashy rock smash. I don't think there's really anything else we have like too much trouble against.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of stuff, like maybe the branded matchup, but that's because we both playing Bastiles and
Trap Tricks as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, Trap Tricks when you open 3 nib and they don't play around and they don't play into it, it's kind of pain.
Yeah.
But still, it's really good, and I think it does a lot for what the deck is, you know.
Yeah. So we're gonna see how the deck does. It's just like a consideration, but it's something cool we found. So yeah, maybe we'll get improved upon, maybe it'll become better, maybe we'll start breaking sometimes.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
So have fun, give it a try, and from me, Frisby Moonsong, and Ben over here, I will see you guys in the next video where we will give you some combo tutorials on how this deck works. So, cheers guys. Yow!